In this video, we're performing some operations on some rational expressions. We have x to the third minus y to the third over y to the third multiplied by y over x minus y. That whole thing is divided by x squared plus xy plus y squared over y squared. All right, we're going to work this left to right. The parentheses actually don't matter here because we have multiplication and division, and the order of operations tells us that with multiplication and division, we just work left to right. So the parentheses really don't matter there in this problem. So the thing that we will do to simplify this is to start by factoring what we can. So x to the third minus y to the third, that is a difference of cubes. So that will factor as x minus y, and then multiplied by x squared plus xy plus y squared. So I've just factored this part. Now we have that all over y to the third. That's being multiplied by y over x minus y. I'm going to put it in parentheses here because that helps us to see. In a little bit, I'm going to be canceling that out with this one over here. But let's finish writing this. Now we have divided by here. Let me change colors. We have divided by. So when you have divided by a fraction, you take that fraction and you multiply by its reciprocal. So we're going to multiply by the reciprocal of this fraction. So I'm going to put y squared in the numerator. And then I'm not going to factor this part because we have this, and it's going to cancel out. So I'm not going to spend the time to factor that when we know that it's just going to be canceled out. Now, normally you would factor things out to see what else you have to see what you can cancel, but the whole thing cancels out. So now we've got all multiplication. And once you have multiplication, you multiply across the numerator and across the denominator. So it's like we have parentheses around all this stuff, each of these factors, and it's like you have one big fraction. So now we can start canceling out at will. X minus y in the numerator, x minus y in the denominator. We have this large, x squared plus xy plus y squared in both the numerator and the denominator. Now we've got y. Y times y squared is like y to the third. So we can cancel these. I'm going to just cross that out. We can cancel both of these out with this y to the third, and what we have left is 1 in the numerator and 1 in the denominator. 1 over 1 or 1. So that big mess turns into just 1. All right, that was simplifying some operations with rational expressions.